Today I'm going to show you how to instrument your Fast API servers to emit Prometheus metrics and grab them, scrape them into Prometheus. Let's get into it. First up, of course, as always, we have a requirements file and we're saying Fast API and Prometheus client. We'll use the Prometheus client later on, but for now, do pip install-r requirements and that will install everything. And now, let's build an app that has no Prometheus whatsoever. It is the most basic app you can have. It just responds with a JSON file on the root, and all we're doing is saying status is OK, and then we're printing out a random number to the JSON. So let's fire that up with fast API run app1.py, and you'll notice it starts on port 8000. If we load port 8000 in your web browser, you should get this status OK, and random number is 75. Now, just to prove that there is really no Prometheus in here, if we go to the standard endpoint of /metrics, nothing found. Let's add that now. Let's have a look at app2.py and the differences. Very similar, but we will import a counter, a gauge, and the make ASCII app from Prometheus client. And this is because we're using Fast API. We need to make an ASCII app called metrics app and then mount an endpoint into that app. This is in the Prometheus official documentation, so I'll link below as always. Next, we create two Prometheus metrics in our code. Request counter, and if you don't know counter versus gauge, I've got another video linked above. Go check that one out. It'll describe what a counter is and what a gauge is. But this one is going to be a counter, and it's going to count up the total number of times we refresh the page. So 1 refresh, 2 refresh, 3, and so on, and then just add a label to that metric for the endpoint. The next metric is going to be a gauge, and that's going to hold our random number. So of course, whatever we refresh the page at, that will be the value of app random number. And the rest of it is pretty similar. We've still got the responding with the JSON response. This time though, when we hit the page, we increment the request counter, of course, by 1, and we generate the random number again, and then we set the Prometheus gauge metric to whatever random number, and then we just send that back to the user. So let's fire this up now. Fast API run app2.py. Let's try again and go to port 8000. Same deal. We get the random number, and now we've got a Prometheus endpoint that Prometheus can scrape. The top section here is all the kind of out-of-the-box. We get these for free, the built-in metrics, all about Python and garbage collection and all that kind of stuff that we didn't write. It's just, it comes for free because, well, it does. And then at the bottom we get our metrics. So I've refreshed this a couple of times. So there's our app requests total on the endpoint of /, and it currently says 5. If I refresh this twice, this, when I refresh this, should jump to 7, and indeed it does. This one is a bit interesting. It automatically creates a gauge for us. I'm not really sure why, to be quite honest with you. And then if you look at my random number is 17, and of course that's exactly what app random number 17 is. So when I refresh this, I happen to have 99, go back to the metrics endpoint, and I have 99. So let's finalize this by starting Prometheus and have Prometheus scrape the endpoint. Let's load up Prometheus, go to status and targets and make sure that the endpoint is up and that Prometheus is scraping it. That's good. Now let's go to graph and start searching for app random number. And that's a good sign. It's already there. And execute. And we've got 99. And if I refresh this to have 21, this should now drop to 21. And just to finalize your understanding of all of this, I'll show you the Prometheus.yaml. We've set Prometheus to scrape every 5 seconds on an localhost 8000, of course, and we've set the metrics path to /metrics. So there you go. That's how to get any fast API app emitting Prometheus metrics and getting those metrics straight into Prometheus in about 6 or 7 minutes. Hope you enjoyed. Please do, if you have enjoyed, please do like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really does help the algorithm. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.